Good evening, everyone. I am once again setting everything up. We are attempting to do part 2 after last night in my immediate crash. It was me, not the computer. It was literally, I got so tired I had to have a nap. There we go. It's updated. Anyways, yes, we are attempting to try this again. And of course, if you did read my tweet, I will not be on for tomorrow night, but I'll try to do it for Saturday instead. So be sure to keep your eyes out and peeled for that. And I will get everything going from there as soon as I can. Boop and boop and boop. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just leave it as entertainment, since we are more entertaining than some. I wouldn't say everyone, but we are more entertaining than some. I will say that. All right, let's do things. Let's attempt to do things. Let's go here. I don't know if I shouldn't just leave it as crap. I'm hearing myself. That's yay. Let's see here. Let's go to here. Let's go to here. And there we go. It's been posted. Anyways, hope everyone's having a good evening so far. Then we will get the show on the go. Oh, we will as soon as I get my chat window opened up, because it's almost next to impossible for me to do anything without seeing chat. Well, I guess it isn't, but if you heard that, that was just me. I am doing all the things, and all the things are being done, I think. There we go. That is on. I think I saved. I don't really know, but we're going to find out whenever my phone decides to connect. For the most part, what I do is I use my phone for the chat, because I can actually visually see it better. It might eventually work. Anyways, we'll start anyways. We still have who's it to take this field off, so we can pay for who's it on that field. The swine is what we're now calling him. We are now officially calling him the swine. And the swine is such a massive swine. I don't know how any other way I can actually put it. There we go. Chat window is up and is official. Did you hear the boop? That's also telling me that I have... Oh no, that's just a random email. Never mind. Don't pay attention to me. It's just a real lovely random email. Oh, thanks for the likes. Thank you. Alright, well, there's absolutely balls that we can do with that. It's raining. That's mildly depressing, too. I was actually thinking about bulldozing this and doing sheep. And I want your guys' feedback on this. Do you guys want to see a sheep barn here? We already have chickens. We can have... unfortunately, the chicken barn didn't work out. It's a beautiful looking building, but it's next to friggin' useless. Anyways, we can have about 500 chickens in here. And they're very lovely. I'm thinking I might have another chicken coop down the road as well. But I'm also going to think about diversifying and having sheep. Now, sheep make wool, which we can sell the wool. I think we can even make textiles and stuff like that. But for now, I'm going to. So we have 40,000 liters left, and I was going to sort of try to break even a little bit and have a little extra spare change and whatnot to start doing baling and hay and stuff like that, because they're nice little subcontracts that pay actually pretty decent. So what I'm planning on doing is hauling a load of grain right away here, and that way we can sort of, while it's raining, survive. And a better way to put it, survive. I guess I should have this so it's not, I don't want to haul all of it, so that's why I'm thinking I'm going to haul some with this one. And I really do love this truck. And I am seriously thinking of doing the swather, so then we can really make decent swaths and do the baling and everything, and the hoimigwaben and all the good stuff, the goid stuff. And let me know on that. Would be nice if I had my own grain facility, but I digress. And again, this is just to top up our funds a little bit. That doesn't eat into the grain that bad. We still have enough for our chickens for a while. Now, one thing about this is, where are we going to haul this to sell? That's not what I want. This is sorghum. The wheat looking stuff. Okay, 242, so the grain mill. We're going to haul it to the grain mill because that is about the best place for it. Now, we actually have quite a bit of grass here that we can cut as well. That's what I'm thinking. It'll suffice for a little bit, so we can actually cut a bunch, clean it up, make it all nice and neat, because we're going to do industry in here as well. I don't know if I'm going to do oil here, though. At some point, we are going to pick that up. And of course we were combining, but I don't want to lower my yield due to the rain. It's a whole bunch of I'm not saying that to be mean, that is just what it is. And we are planning to actually stream tonight till about 10 if we can. So if anyone wants to join in and share and subscribe and do all that good stuff, of course you guys can. And I encourage it. So yeah, that's the plans at the moment. If it quits raining, we will finish combining and we'll finish potatoes over there, and potatoes over there will pay for this field, maybe. Willing, I'm hoping. I don't really know. But anyways, that is the plan. I don't know what it costs for sheep. I'm not going to focus on sheep yet. I'm just going to focus on doing the bales. I'm going to do round bales, not square, round bales. I grew up in sort of the round bale era, you could say. I know there's merits for both. I know there's disadvantages for both. I know that you can do silage for the grass, and I could sell the silage for heat. Is this grain mill? Did I this up? Anything is possible. Blumengart grain mill. Blumengart grain mill. Nope. Kind of like, yep, you know what you did there. So, yeah, I do apologize for last night. I was done. I was physically, emotionally, I was burned. it was a bit of a stressful day, and I will go into it a little bit too, just so you guys understand what's going on. I had a bit of an issue with my debit machine, and I thought for sure maybe it was something I did. As it turns out, it wasn't. Wasn't anything I did. But yeah, 27,000. That should hold us over for a day. Maybe. So yeah, no. Had complications. I phoned them. Super good people. And this is sort of a shout out to them too. And I will mention I'm with Clover. Clover is fantastic to deal with, and I highly recommend anyone to use them if you're looking for debit and point of sale systems. Anyways, they said, yeah, okay, we'll send one out right away to you. Well, I didn't quite understand what they meant by that. I was thinking, okay, they're going to ship this out to me. No. They are literally driving this machine out to me to get it fixed. And then he handed it off and everything else, but didn't tell me, and I didn't pick up on it that, okay, he gave me a machine, it's not set up. So there's me late last night after I had a nap and going, is it something I did? Is this another broken machine? Why can't I use this? I don't know if I've got to the age now where technology is baffling, but it seems like it. But yeah, I phoned them this morning and they said, nope, nothing you did. We have to program it and do everything live on the phone. Otherwise it won't work. And as soon as she said that out, it computed going, oh, for security, that's probably a really good thing. Alright, cool. No problems. But, it's kind of the stress because at the same time I'm going, well, it would be really, yeah, the client could pay me in other means, but, it's really quite helpful in knowing and everything else of, okay, so, it's way easier to use the debit machine. So it's like, okay, if I take it payment and I've got bills and then I get this, and it's never easy. I'm also put this truck in the shop. Actually, even though it's raining. My truck is kind of filthy. I'm putting it back in the warehouse. I should probably clean it first. So, yeah, it was a bit of a struggle. It's kind of like the day in the life. Which is why the YouTube thing is actually quite important. Okay, do I want to... No, I won't be like my grandfather. I'll actually properly turn this around in here, and I will back it into the corner. Not drive it into the corner, park everything around it, and then get stuck. Let me get a little bit tighter than that. Like, don't get me wrong, I really quite like this truck. It's a little small for doing main combine things. That's why we're using the other trailer. But for doing little samples and doing little runs and things like that, this is great. This is a fantastic... Oh, I should shut it off, shouldn't I? Nope. I'm going through everything. Oh, we're in the shop up here. Alright. Okay. So if you're wondering, we're going to go for mowers, and their windrower is 100,000. I can go with the Massey. I can go with the Heston. There's a challenge. Then the case. Now, I've used the case before, but I'm trying to think of the other one. There's one specific one that we have around here that we always use, besides the John Deere. So there is a John Deere one. And don't get me wrong, the John Deere one is fantastic too. I'm trying to think. It's red like this. Not that that helps anyone anything. So 5,000. Yay, we leased that. All right. Now we need to find where the header is. Grass care? No. Mowers. Potentially AGCO. Yep. So there's the Twin Max. Oh, it's only 25,000. That's actually not that bad. So yeah, we use swathers for doing most things. We also use them for doing canola. We lay the canola down, and you know, that way the chlorophyll comes out of it, and then you can combine it. But there are seed groups that you can do it the other way, and there's no pickup headers for the other. So that's the other problem, is there's no pickup headers for the combines yet. So how's the look on the inside, or did we completely... Nope, we didn't. No, looks about the same. Game does not like being in the seat. So if at least if we can cut some grass while it's raining, that might be helpful. Select work mode swath dropping. Swath? Oh, cool. You can do different swaths. Right swath. Swath dropping. Center. I prefer center. It's not a mower. It's a swather. So yeah, we drop everything in swaths normally for doing canolas. It depends on if wheat and barley is lodged. We might have to swath it too and use a pickup header. It greatly depends. I love the form tires too, because you got to think this frickin' header is heavy, and yes, you're steering tires. Yeah, many times I've got you back up and you get the tires stuck between the two and they just drag. I want to say it's like a Porter cable, but that's not the right name for it either. Ah, it's not an AGCO. I'm trying to think. It's the one John Deere got the design from and use a lot of the same stuff with. But even though it's red, ain't no Massey Ferguson either. Oh, the one thing I would love to see in this game is white. White used to make pretty decent stuff. You had the white tractor and you had combines and white and gleaner, or white gleaner. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what I do believe my grandfather used was a gleaner. It was decent. It wasn't terribly huge like we're using these days, but you know, for the times, it was pretty good. Alright, I'm going to pop the ditch. Maybe. Oh, I might be able to clear the signs. A wide freaking head. It's like, ooh, okay, go in between. Alright, so can we... there's the ditch. So, you don't have access to this land. How about over here? Oh, I do. Ah, yeah, baby. This brings back memories. Oh yeah, yeah. This definitely is. This is the bee's knees. And if you're wondering, that's what a windrow looks like. I guess you could consider a swathern called a windrower. Still trying to remember the name. And I know what it is. Like, seriously, I know what it is. Spent many an hour in one. Can't remember. It'll come to me like that. 4 in the morning, I'll wake up and go, I know what it was. Not that that's helpful. Alright. Since that was like that, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to swath the edge of this ditch again. And this thing really does boot right along. Like, we're zooming along at 15 kilometers an hour, so that's really not bad. Obviously, we're not going to bail when it's raining, but if I can cut the stuff when it is raining, then when I have time later on, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. It's huge. Again, then we could actually wrap bales and do all that good stuff and have hay for sheep potentially down the road. Or I could just sell the bales. That's a possibility as well. Yes, I am kind of leaving the grass in the friggin' road. It's fine, honest. This is the best part to this whole machine. How tight it turns. And down the field we go again. I could have actually just picked it up. I probably could have, you know. It's one of those things. But this is still pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this. And we actually have that other little field too that we could go quickly do and put that into windrow as well. That's the one that I potentially down the road will be doing for a oil and gas. These are pretty good sized windrows too. I can't remember. I think that takes grass as well. I can't remember though. Having a biomass plant would be great. Because that takes grass to make, well, heat. Alright, so if I do this, can I shift it to there? Yeah. Now we're talking. Oops. I could actually just put it back in the windrow, couldn't I? Yeah, that's better. I'm learning how to use my machine. I've been thinking about doing this for a little while now, just for the grasslands. Like, I mean, it's free grass. I can make something off of it, right? I don't know how much, but something is better than nothing. And what else am I to do? I can't combine potatoes right now. I can't, or I shouldn't be combining potatoes. I shouldn't be combining sorghum on that field until it quits raining. Because then otherwise all I'm doing is sort of wasting the effort. Alright, let's put it back to the center. There we go. Back up ever so slightly. And drop it. And go forward. this little tiny 3 feet. Like I said, it's just free, essentially free cash sitting here. I might as well do something with it. Alright, where was that point? Was that about here? Alright, let's drop it. Let's see how far we can go out here. I do like this really honestly brings back memories, but I never used the swather for hay fields. I always used it for doing canola. But hey. I'm not complaining, this is still pretty awesome. It brings back memories. I'm still trying to think what the hell that's called though. Alright. Swoop in. Swath as much as possible. To the outside edge. And you know what? If I saw it, I'd go, yes, that's it. That is what that is. But I can't remember. And like I said, I don't know how many hours I've sat in one. Okay, it's cloudy. Are you going to stop raining? Stopping raining would be great. Then I could go back to potato farming again. I think that's what botched me. Honestly, I don't think the game necessarily screwed me. I think I screwed myself. Like, when I'm starting to think about it, I think the reason why I got screwed on field 30 so bad is because there was a time that it was raining for a full day, and I didn't stop harvesting, I just kept through it, which means you lose 50% of your yield. And unfortunately, me being me, I just went, I can push through it, what difference does it make? It's a video game, they don't frickin' care. Yeah, it's a little bit more realistic than that. So, yes it does. So the simple fact that it had issues was more or less because me. The only one to blame for this mistake is me. Can I yell and scream and say the game screwed me? Absolutely. And I will constantly say that. I will say the game screwed me. Did it actually? No. No, I think I did it to myself. And that is the truth. That's why I say in the new title, the game and me are actually friends. Because I can't really blame it forever. It was, at the end of the day, me. So, but we are going to take off 82 for the best of our abilities. And we are going to do that. We're going to use it to pay off and get 30 done. Alright, it quit raining. That means one thing. Well, two things actually. We'll get this guy back working, like we've said. This is field 82. We can use him in the light of things. We'll use this entire field to pay for this one. And then from that, we'll find another potato field around here somewhere, maybe number 1, and we'll use it to pay for this one. And we'll just keep shuffling until one day it's paid for. Somehow, some way. I haven't quite figured out how and the ways behind it. But we will figure it out. We will get there. Okay, he isn't actually in... Okay, awesome. I thought maybe I had to do that, but nope. Alright, we are good. No, I started in the middle. That was my fault. Okay, there we go. So if you're new here and you're trying to figure out what's all going on, you can go back and rewatch the Farming Sim series. It's in a playlist, and you can see what's going on and how long it's actually been taking us to combine a singular field. I do believe it worked out to be 9 hours on whichever field that was. Hang on, gotta look. This one, field 96. I think it took 9 actual hours to farm it. It was rough. Very rough. But we had what I called the Roto Smash, which was the cheapest combine possible. We used that one, and then I had a John Deere, I believe the 7900, or not 7900. I call it 7900. It's not what it is. It's 790i. Anyways, had one of those with a header a little bit smaller than the one I'm using currently. And this is a pretty good size too, but I can only afford one combine since, well, my oops. But that's alright. Since we have one decent combine right now, and I can get a lot combine with it, and technically I'm on the wrong side of my outside round, but I digress. It's still not problematic. Like, I can combine this, no problem, without using the computer's help. So, yeah, we're going to combine, do a couple rounds. This one is actually quite a bit bigger in size. Like, I can have typically about another 2,000 to 2,500 liters more grain into it, and the header is a bit bigger. So I can actually effectively say I can combine this pretty easily by myself. It'll just take time. Unfortunately, everything takes time. And the Super Bees have a hard time keeping up to us. It's quite funny. Am I going to make it to the end of the field? Nope. Of course not. Why would I think it would? Alright. Well, we made a pretty good patch here. Let's see. I might be able to back it in just enough to hook the front end of our truck, wherever our truck is. Where's our truck? That is a truck, but that's not the truck. There we go. We have found the right truck now. Unfortunately, I can't afford the tractor and the grain cart to do what I want to do, because usually you're not, well, you shouldn't drive your Super Bees in the field. Why do you say that? Simply put, if you run your Super Bees in the field, the tiny little narrow tires either A, cut it all to hell, or B, it compacts it. You want less compaction. Preferably. Oops. Oh, nope, that'll work. Okay, that'll work. So yeah, the rule of thumb is when you're combining in real life, you typically park your Super Bees on the outside of the road or just inside the field. That way you don't have them with their tiny little narrow tires. And when you say, oh, you mean tiny little narrow, those tires are huge. Okay, look at the size of this tire versus the size of this tire or this. You see the point? These have a lot more, well, a lot more pressure per square inch going into the ground versus the weight, and it actually does leave ruts and packs the hell out of the ground. So you don't want that. Plants don't want that. Plants, you need a lot more fertilizer, and you need a lot more working to get that ground from being that compacted. So you don't really want that. You want things to grow. So yeah, that's why we typically run with tracked units that disperses the weight, and here's yeah, bigger the machine, the more compaction it is, because of course the larger the machine, the more weight it is. It's a very slippery slope. So it's, in a lot of ways, it's kind of good with this game because it sort of gives you into the mindset of what farming is kind of like, and it gives you a little bit more perspective, and I find you have a little bit more respect for the farmers, because this is not an easy job. Everyone thinks, oh, well, you only work for like 3 months of the year, and you don't do anything else. No, it's a little bit more complicated. And I know for a fact that guys around us, they even do field samples, so they're testing for pH balances, they're testing for how much fertilizer they need to run, what kind of fertilizer works with what plant, your crop rotations, the soil compaction is, water content, like your moisture contents. There's a lot of science behind it, and that your nutrients, what kind of potassium, what kind of nitrates you have in the ground. It is very complex. But it's not a bad thing, because the more you test your ground, potentially the less products you have to put into it. And of course, the less chemicals you use in your field, the better it is for the environment. So again, kind of the more you know, it brings in a whole new perspective of respect for the farmers. And in a lot of ways I was kind of the same way before. It's like, well, they got it good. No, they kind of work for it. But I tell you, it's a lot of fun jumping into one of these machines and going combining for 12 hours. It really is. And I jump at the chance anytime I get for any of my cousins or neighbor or whatnot goes, we're down a man, would you like to come operate? Yeah, sign me up, man. When and where? And yes, I still remember the haunting wop wop sound from my John Deere. And the wop wop is never a good sound. It's usually, oh, why is it running in the red? It's bad enough when it runs in the yellow. Usually means I need to slow down because the feed rate's too high. The threshing can't keep up. Yeah, well, and not to mention the wop wop sound is also could potentially be the lovely sound of your RPMs are also too low, so you're literally stalling the motor. And you're looking good. It's great having a 54-foot header, right up to the point when it can't the machine can't handle the intake of it. So yay! And yes, that's happened more than once. Actually, nothing beats. Wasn't me. Luckily enough, I wasn't blamed for this one. But we called it the Johnson field because obviously there's a Johnson farm right around there, and we were combining this thing, and we get on the radio because we're all using Discord and we're all using headsets. We set it up so we can have live chat with each other, so we know exactly where everyone is, who's doing what, and how much, and stuff like that. It's kind of important. Communication is key in farming. But anyways, we get on the radio that Combine 4 is down. And we go, what do you mean Combine 4 is down? And he goes, I don't know, I can't steer. It seems to be dragging something I don't understand. Something isn't right with this machine. Yeah, okay, I was at the end of the field, and I was like, okay, well, it's maybe 200, 300 feet ahead of me. So it's like, yeah, okay, I can see the combine, and yeah, he isn't moving. So that's A, not good, and B, why? So I go, okay, well, I'm just about at the end of my round, so I'll see what's up. So I get down there and I'm looking and going, oh crap. You guys aren't going to believe this. And they all go, what? And I said, well, you better get a field mechanic or something out here. They go, oh, that's not good. I said, well, unless you have some sort of creative method to get the tire back on the rim. He was in the middle of his turn, and he managed to pick a very sturdy boulder on the ground, and it peeled the tire clean off the rim. Like it just literally popped the bead, and what you have is the rim still attached to the combine, embedded in the ground, and the tire is like 50 feet from you. And I will say this, those tires are not light. These things right here are about 200 pounds, maybe 250, maybe 300. Depends on the combine. All I can tell you, these are not light. And this, see my cursor? This is where the height of the ground was. The rest of it was in the ground. So yeah, I'm looking at this going, yeah, okay. We had to actually use, well, we used the kinetic rope, we used kinetic energy in general. We managed to pull the combine backwards out of the hole from it was dragged the rim into. We managed to, with a couple blocks and a couple field jacks, lift the combine up enough that we could get the tire back under it. And then my cousin took an entire 25-pound propane tank, filled the inside of the tire, and took a match and went woof. And I couldn't believe my eyes that it actually worked and rebeaded. And he had a little handheld compressor that used a lighter plug off his truck. And yep, filled the tire back up. And yeah, I remember that to this day. That was beyond impressive. But I just remember my cousin singing the famous song of, we're about to do some sketchy shit, doo-dah, doo-dah, I hope it frickin' works this time, or we're all dead. I'm going, oh, that's comforting. But yeah, no, that's one of the events that I remember quite fondly. One, I couldn't believe that if you dumped a propane tank, the entire contents of propane tank in a tubeless tire like that would actually rebead. Never saw that. Never have tried it on my own. Nor do I really want to. I kind of know what propane does. And yes, I'm trying to open a pop bottle. Quite thirsty tonight. So yeah, this game brings up a lot of memories of actually real-life combining. We've had some good times. I'm still trying to... I keep going back to Porter Cable, but it's not a freaking Porter Cable. Like, it's literally the body and the machine itself is what John Deere uses. I'm trying to remember what the balls it is. Swather types? I need to look up swather types. That's really what I need to do. I even know what the main colors are. It's a dark gray and red. That's their two themed colors on it. It's not a versatile. It's not a case. It's not a Massey. It's not a John Deere, but it is. Well, I'm trying to remember what the balls it is. Seriously. Am I losing it? Can I not remember what... Like, I probably have 300-400 hours... Well, more than that. Actually, more than 300-400 hours sitting in it. What the balls was it called? I even know the synchro frickin' rhythm the engine makes. Again, You sit inside of them, and that one didn't have a radio, so after a period of time, you start losing it because all you're hearing is. What in the balls was it? Am I looking it up right now while I'm combining? Yes, I am. MacDon. For crying out loud. That's what it is. It's a MacDon. I can't believe I couldn't remember that. So yes, it's MacDon. So yeah, that is exactly what John Deere's are made out of. They're made out of the chassis and engines and drivetrain of a MacDon. Like, I even remember I was just a little squirt and used to ride along on the swathers all the time. Actually, they didn't have seats back then as a passenger seat. It was a cooler. I literally sat on the beer cooler. It contained a sandwich or two, but it was still a beer cooler. Because what else are you going to do while doing that? Nope. We are officially offloading for a third time tonight. Cool, I'm on the edge of the road. That's awesome. So yeah, now that we know it's a MacDon. Which, again, those other ones, they look really, really super close to it. I think, for the most part, they were all pretty close. I would have to say the grain weight of this truck is really starting to fight it. I might have to think about offloading off this one. And this is actually pretty damn perfect. That is a steep angle, but it's not too steep that I can get the pipe underneath the truck. I cannot. That's great, but that is a really steep little hill. Nope, I don't want to do that. Let's, if anything else, I'll put the truck in the ditch just to do that. Yeah, it's better. At least can see underneath the damn thing now. Yep, I hit the E key. That's not what I wanted. So yeah, we're progressing a bit. Roughly in another hour, we should have absolutely nothing of this field finished. But it'll be a good start. We might actually have both rounds done. Now, I typically, in real life, I do 3 rounds, but in this video game, I think we can get away with just doing 2. And even yet, 2 rounds is still a lot. And I haven't decided. I think going back and forth is still the best option in this field. It's a long field, so it might be the best option. Okay, which one does it say that it wants to go to with sorghum? And this one? Blumengart. Blum or Blum? Blumengart. Blum, 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 blum. Blum, 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 blum. Blumengard. Blum, 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 blum. We'll probably be honestly done this sorghum before the potatoes are off. Pardon me. I have a tickle in my throat. Sinus has been killing me lately. Oh, pardon me. And now I'm just gassy. I'm literally burping in your ear. No idea how much. I don't think. Well, we haven't hauled. Have we hauled? No, we have hauled. We have held a load so far, so we're probably at 10%. No, not yet. We're at 5%. Can I dump it? Are we dumping? Yep. We were dumping, but then I got overzealous there. The center one is really touchy. It's actually seizure inducing. No idea why. Oh, did we get it? No. Wow. That's annoying. Yeah, it's super touchy. Alright. That part's done. And the rear. Fingers crossed that it doesn't skip again. Okay, so we got 8%. That's not bad. We technically did 3% in this trailer so far tonight. That's not great numbers, but it was raining for the better part of this this stream so far, so you know, we can't necessarily complain. Well, yeah, we can, but we shouldn't. I'll just park this in a ditch right here. That seems logical. Alright, so put the pipette away. The screaming pipette. And down and away we go. We are back to combining. And I think I will do this the proper way this time. I will do my rounds going the opposite direction. You know, so the pipe is, oh, I don't know, pointing out. Maybe not the smartest or brightest bulbs, but the smartest bulbs. Because you know, bulbs are smart. Duh. I still can't believe I couldn't remember what freaking swather that was. I was gonna say combine, but no, that's swather. Mac Dawn. I was thinking, oh yeah, one of the fields we called McDonald's because it all it had in it on the side of the road was McDonald's wrappers. And I had to swat that one because it was all lodged with a da-da-da-da Mac Dawn. I should be able to put the two together and, you know, coherently remember, but nope. Nope. Because I don't even know if, like the Europeans or whatnot have them. I don't even know if the States has them. I think they do. I'm pretty sure they do. I know we have them. Well, I might as well dump since the truck is there. Just saying. Hey, we completed the first round. I am happy. Happy, happy, happy. Now, whether or not this plan's gonna work. So far, so good. And he's a little far away. Well, apparently running over the fence is a good strategy. It's working. There we go. We are offloaded and ready for our second round. It doesn't look like much. It really doesn't look like we've taken any off, and I'm willing to bet the map shows it too. It looks like we've created a really lovely border. Okay, this one's half gone, and I still don't know if that's going to do that. Unfortunately, well, both of them are public beers, so... What we might do is we might do a little test thing, because it was, I think, 85% hauled. So maybe if I did the half, it might be full. I don't know. Alright, I am definitely curious. Let's hop in Mr. Wiley here. He's taking off 44%. Shall we go see? I think we shall. We should, as an experimental sake, we should go see. Stop that. So yeah, this is the Cheetah unit that has 100,000 liters in it. And that shouldn't make a difference for harvesting. It doesn't usually. I've never had this issue before, but that's the only thing I can think of is from times past that I've never combined in the rain. And there's probably a very good reason to it. Like you are a absolute moron if you're actually harvesting in the rain. To the point where I believe that might have been my mistake. But unfortunately, we're too far into the game to go. Well, we'll just load from a past save. No, you can't do that. It is against the rules. You must follow the rules. So, unfortunately, we must follow the rules. It's luckily enough, public beer's not that far away, but this thing does beat along pretty good at 51 kilometers an hour. Oh, look, there's a truck buried in the sign over here. And bounce. And turn. And offload. I'm really hoping. I am really hoping. It ain't looking good. Well, field 82. Okay, apparently it's only doing 82 now. Oh, that just blows chunks. And I sold. Yes, that's right. I may have mentioned that now. I sold my potato equipment because I hate potatoes so much in this game that I will not plant potatoes. But unfortunately, I may have to plant potatoes just so I can finish the contract. Because apparently, we just hauled X amount of potatoes to finish. Well, we hauled 50%, or actually 29%. So we're not going to be able to finish this one either because, well, naturally it's sort of going, we'll do a little bit of this one. What? No. No, finish one contract first and then do the other. No, we'll work on both of them. No. No. Alright. Well, I guess we'll just let him be. He'll take what the potatoes he can off, and we will harvest the other ones. And maybe magically things might work out in our benefit. Though I kind of doubt it. All I know is this field's coming off. We think. We hope. So technically speaking, 10%, 97%, this is the guy this is the face of an absolute smug prick. And we're 51% of this one. So, Lottie freaking da. And it does say 10%, so we've actually taken physically 10% of this field off. That's actually kind of cool. I'm actually kind of excited by that concept. But yeah, no, I cannot afford an auger wagon. Not even a small one. But that doesn't even do that much. There we go, that's the one we need. Could you imagine having that out there? That's sugar beet. Those are sugar beet. There's potatoes. That's everything under the sun. Including grass, apparently. Oh, getting off course. A little bit. I can't remember. Did we actually buy? Yeah, we did. We actually bought the combine. Alright. Cool. Cool beans. Yeah, we got off a little bit. Oh well. I can fix that later. Rainstorm pushed off. Oh, it looks still kind of nasty over there. I think we're done for the sorghum, but we still have potatoes. But yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's some decent 47, so we could dry it and do all that good stuff because this all going to the animal dealer. Which is what ours would be do, probably too. Or I might store them, I don't know. Might store them for now. Don't know, haven't decided. We are actually getting dangerously close to filling this combine again. Well, it took us a bit last night. We did actually get the combine and bunch of. Well, we got started. We didn't get very far before before I crashed. Before I physically went, brain power. I don't know if that one's even going to be completed now that I look at it. I need field 1 to pay off field 82N29 30. Like I said, I might have to. Let's see, it's 54% at the moment. Maybe we might get lucky. I don't think so, but you know. What we might have to do, I could probably swath, because I get 92 here, I could swath this down, bale it, and then maybe put that down to potatoes. And we do have 38 that I could maybe do something with. I was going to make roads and everything else, make factories and whatnot out of it, but then again, maybe we put potatoes back in. That's just an annoying thought to think about, but well. Did you turn off again, or? Yep, did. Oh, maybe I hit the button. I don't know. Glad it worked. Glad it works. Oh no, I'm drowning in the grain. That's not good. Might have to move the truck ahead. I think I have to move the truck ahead. I know it's a problem. Pretty minor problem when you think about it. I'm gonna walk on the edge here. That's not bad. Oop, that's not progress. I see a little bit of sorghum there. Definitely want to get all of it. We need all of it. We need to pay for stuff. I'm very confused by the potatoes. So I might have to put potatoes in. It's not something I want to think about. It's something I'm gonna have to probably do, but just so I can potentially get these contracts done. But when? I don't know. I might actually have to sell the stupid bales I produce just to make ends meet. Now we do have chickens. That is another option. We have chickens that are producing eggs. What do I have? 140. Yeah, about 500 eggs. This should probably. I should probably put the eggs in the back of the pickup truck and haul them and see what 560 eggs gives me. Well, probably look it up. Eggs. Eggs are worth a pretty penny. Actually, pub with beer is pretty close. Bloomingdale's exports are the highest, but pub with beer is actually closer. That's something to think about. So, now I'm curious. Will we ever get this field off? No, because every time I'm curious, I wander away with something else. So I can grab the GMC 3/4 ton, go pick up that pallet of eggs, and see what those actually give me. This is 560. So might be about $1,500, maybe. Like I said, maybe something to think about. Either A, this thing will get to the end and I'll go take a look, or B, this thing will fill up and then I'll go take a look. One way or another, I'm going to take a look. That looks different on the map now. Oh yeah, that's a pretty steady, thick line now. We are taking fields off at way higher rate of speed. In some regards, I do miss my Roto Smash. Although I couldn't keep up to this stupid thing of offloading it because that thing was a constant. Oh, I'm full. What? You can't be. Oh, I'm full. Like this thing is almost 3 times the size. It's about 12,000 liters, where the other one, unfortunately, was 4,900. So I guess it wasn't quite 3 times, but 2.5 times. And the John Deere I had was 1.5 times, so yeah, it adds up. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the end of the field before this thing's full. I guess it was a third down, or where were you? Where's the truck? No, the truck made it half. A little bit better than half. I might not make it. 87%, and I've got another 150 yards. Probably not going to make it. Not looking good. Really not, yeah. It's close, but no. There's 98. There's 99. There's 100. Okay, it didn't shut off. So there's a positive. So we'll drive this guy down. We'll get him to the offload stage. Now I'll wander back into the Jimmy, from which we will go down. We'll pick up the eggs, and then from the eggs we will see what they're worth at the pub with beer. At some point, I do want to make another brewery and get that thing working. And I know you need a ton of water and barley. So the middle will probably fill up pretty quick, so I probably should put it in the back cart. Yeah, alright. Where is thy truck? No, the other truck. That truck. I did. There we go. It's just like my real one. It's as close to it as I could get. There we go. We've officially put the tailgate down, so now we can put a pallet of eggs in the back. You know, it says that we're going faster and faster and faster, but I don't see it. I think we're doing the same speed as we were. Although it's going pretty quick. This is just a whole lot of dangerous. Will I make it across? Will I make it? Holy crap, I did. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I'm doing it for... Nope. Oh, nope, nope. Oh, okay. Like a glove. Well, things happened again. Let's try not to do that with the eggs in the back. That might not be so good. I'm not trying to give her the beans at the moment because, well, it didn't work out so well the last time. Okay, this is the main road. In the ditch. Oh, the ditch. In the ditch. And out. It looks so nice, though, with the building. Too bad it's a pile of trash. Well, there's 3. Let's just pull straight ahead here. Okay. Oh, we can only see what we can see. We have no idea if or what this is going to be worth until we physically try it. Maybe it might be worth more than I think. I want to say no more than 15. Actually, kind of almost just want to say about 1,000. But I don't know. I missed the pallet. Nope, I missed the pallet again. Got it. First try. Mind you, 573 eggs is a lot of eggs. Alright, so if I do this ever so carefully. Look at that action. Right? That's how you're supposed to do it. Alright, let's look at that. I even have enough room to put the tailgate back up. These are knocking around pretty good back there, but oh, they're not. Didn't even know I had straps for the back. That's awesome. So, place bets. Let's place the bets. $1,000. That's what I'm thinking. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be about $1,000. I missed the pub with beer. I think it's 4x4. Alright. That was worth a lot more. That was worth $2,000 for 500 eggs. Okay, I can tell you one thing. The chickens are worth it. The chickens are worth every penny. I am very much surprised by that. I was thinking, okay, you know, $1,000, maybe $1,500 if we're lucky. But nope. No, we got a lot more than that. I'm actually kind of happy about that. He's got 144 again. I still don't think that's very good, but what do I know? Not very much. I might do 3 and 3 for these ends. I know that was close, right? Or 4. I could do 4 since I'm already down here. Just so I can go back and forth. That might be an option. So I'll do 1, 2, back and forth. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The 2, 1, 2. must admit, those windmills look freaking awesome. 82 is 64% done. Is it really? Yeah. I'm questioning that one. Just a slight little bit. Yeah, it's saying 65% done there, but yeah, 97. This one's 13. I only allowed 3 to try, so. And our numbers have come up a little bit. It's not as depressing, but it's still depressing. Sold products, yeah, I sold $2,000 worth of eggs. I have the numbers to prove it. Our harvest income's way higher. Fortunately, so is our purchase of new vehicles. And for run cost. The other thing, and I will say this, the other thing that we could actually do too that's reasonably cheap, that actually continually makes passive income, is bees. I honestly, not kidding you. And the one thing with public beer is mead. With the brewery, you can make mead with honey. I think. Let me back that up. Let's go to production. Let's back that up. Brewery. Yeah, mead. Honey to make mead. Okay, cool. So we can do that. So we could technically go animals and bees. We could go $19,000 to make 33 bees. And then you just need to do these. Location where honey is generated by beehives. So we could potentially have like 4 or 5 of these bloody things to make honey. And honey is, well, honey is, where's honey? Where's honey? Honey beer is $5,600. Strawberry beer is $8,000. Barley beer is $6,000. Wheat beer is only $59,000. So yeah, it's worth it. Where is the freaking honey? Honey, there it is. Public beer is $2,700 by itself. So we could potentially do that as passive income, because it takes no input to make output. So that potentially could be a saving grace. Now, I'm not saying it makes a lot of honey, but if it, pays some bills, it might be worth it. Alright, like I said, I'm going to go down and back on the bottom side of this field once here, just to get prepped for going up and down on my ladders. So I will be doing the rest of my outside round. I'm just finishing off the bottom side. Then I don't have to come all the way back around down here to do this. And just get it done and say it's done. I can get it done, and I can say it's done. Hang on. I think my debit machine just did a batch file. I can just see it spooling out on the floor down here. You do close out. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. I don't know. Can you guys hear it? It just finished off doing the batch file. Batch totals. Batch is, what status is it? Closed. There we go. Net sales, and it's closed. Sweet. Oh, crap. These guys just watch the combine merry on through the field pointlessly. Yeah. So cool. That is done. The machine working again. So that's a huge stress relief. You wouldn't believe how much it's imperative that these things work. And that's honestly freaking cool. Yep, batch has been closed. Meanwhile, this thing's just sitting on my floor where it sits, and it's just I can just hear it going. What the balls are you? Oh, you're printing the batch file closed. Sneaky. Well, I might as well offload you. This is a wide world. I've never owned a debit machine before, so it's a new concept. I feel accomplished in the world. My company now has its own debit machine. It's the little things. It's almost a sense of accomplishment, but at the same time, you kind of have to modernize and get with the times. Otherwise, you get kind of left behind. But unfortunately, for some, I mean, not so much me, but most contractors don't have machines like this. So it might be a little bit of an edge for the market. How'd you like to pay? Check? I don't trust checks anymore. Actually, yeah, it's combining quite nice. We got a pretty good portion off. I don't know about this guy. I'm still desperately worried about that. And I know I had one comment that it actually was banned. My bot sort of canned it. It was kind of offensive language for most people, but anyways, basically said, well, you weren't sleep deprived yesterday. You just rage quit because things weren't going right. No, I literally crashed. I couldn't keep my eyelids open anymore. It's like, oh no, I'm done. I gotta have a nap. I'm sorry, I have to have a nap. That's why I'm streaming tonight, is to make up for it. Because I literally crashed. I could not stay awake. I could not keep my peepers open. My peepers wouldn't stay open. They basically went, no, you're literally going to have a nap. No ifs and or buts. I hope you like sleep, because that's what's happening now. So no, I didn't rage quit last night. And like I said throughout tonight, I'm starting to realize that it potentially was my fault anyways with Field 30, and why it didn't come off. It's still BS. But it's probably because I harvested in the rain. So it cut the yields down, which means I didn't get what I was supposed to. You can, unlike the other versions of this game, in this one you can harvest when it's raining, but it depreciates your yields kind of significantly. Oh, right. We might actually get the second round done tonight before I log. So, I'm happy. It's been progress. Well, obviously, it's been progress. Look at this. There was only a little stream there. We've got a lot off. This guy's got a fair bit off, and, well, this is still concerning. Well, 71. Might be alright. We're 15% on this field. We might be alright. We might actually be just fine. Not sure yet, but just fine. Then again, I still might be screwed. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of stress-inducing sometimes. It's supposed to be stress-free, but even video games can be stressful. Like Sniper Elite, when things just go awry and you go, I shot that guy. Why did he shoot back? That's... Huh? How did... Oh? Which we will be picking up Sniper Elite V2 again on Monday, so be sure to check that out. And of course, even though I know Gold Rush, there's a Season 28 out there now, we will not be doing that. We will, we're going to, because the way the timetable works out for the amount of videos we got out and how much is left and everything like that, we're basically going to do a season, skip a season, do a season. That way you're going to have consecutive videos of Gold Rush. So, that's how we're planning on doing that anyways. Oh. Well, that's not... I was in a monologue. We're actually over halfway down this field. And he is actually dangerously close. That's disheartening. Oh, crap, this truck's almost full. Ugh, I'm gonna have to go dump. Yep, we are gonna have to go dump. Alright then. I was not expecting that. And tomorrow is going to be a wickedly awesome day. That's one of the reasons why I'm not streaming on tomorrow night, is I got a meeting with a client, which could be very potentially a big meeting, and one I am not turning down for real life's sake. So, that's what's going on with that. You know, when opportunity presents itself in real life, you kind of have to jump on them. And when a very good client comes to you and says, hey, look, you know, come over for supper, we'll, you know, after we eat and have a good meal, we're going to sit back, maybe around a fire outside, we're going to talk about a few things, potentially where we're going with things, and, you know, I have a few plans for you guys to take a look at and stuff like that. So it's, in a lot of ways, it's really a good thing. So I don't want to botch this up. When he says, yeah, okay, this is the time I have, were you willing to do it? Yeah, of course, absolutely. No questions asked. So that's the reason why, unfortunately, I'll miss out tomorrow night. Feel kind of bad about it, but at the same time, such is life. That's why I'm going to try to make it up to you guys on Saturday night. And also, depending on how things go, depends on, you know, how it works out and things like that. We might be going back to War Thunder, but I don't know. We were, of course... one of the reasons why we broke it up in the first place is because we were playing Diablo 4 as a first look. Of course, you guys can go check that out as well. It's in the channel. And of course, there's Cyberpunk mixed in the middle. That's why I'm a little bit confused of whether or not... I know Eddie was talking about it. And if you don't know who Eddie is our editor-in-chief. And he said... the first live stream, the first creation, and the first look of Cyberpunk might be a live stream, and then the rest might actually end up being a videos from here on out. That way, then you're not missing the bulk of the content. You're getting more funny moments and stuff like that than the whole general gameplay. But of course, you guys can let me know on that, what you guys want to see. I'm going to basically do a straw poll again on Twitter for you guys to all jump on and go, no, we'd rather watch it live streamed. Or, you know what? Yeah, maybe. Okay, that's the middle one. The middle one seems to be a problem in this trailer. It's really a problem. Did it work? Is it gonna stay working? Did I get lucky? Might have got lucky. I don't like that trailer for this precise reason. It's difficult to dump. Did he actually dump all the middle? I think he did. Get back. What? What do you mean the back's having problems now? Do we have to get rid of this trailer because I can't dump? I can't have a dump. It's a problem. I'm gonna have a problem with all the rest of them. Just seems to be this one. Well, we're 16% hauled. That is actually a fair bit. We've essentially got, I would want to say, hauled and into the bin 20% of this field. That's pretty decent for the 10.8. And we still, well, we still got a little bit of time. We can, didn't dump all the frickin' metal. Okay, that's it. We are going to get rid of this trailer. I cannot be spending 6 hours trying to get it to dump a singular load. We're losing money again. Of course, that's all due to the leasing of the equipment, because we need to lease the equipment to be able to take the stuff off. It's a vicious circle. So I might have to go into debt even more to get a decent trailer that we can dump this crap. The other one, I didn't have as much problem. Middle. And now dump just fine. I don't understand. Still only 16%, but I didn't want to have 2,000 liters in here. I want it empty. Actually, I might as well leave the truck down here, because that'll be the next spot to dump, I think. Okay, while we're at it, where is he? Alright, where is he on this? That's the next question. So we're 17% actually total off of field 29. That's not bad. Field 30 is still depressing. And we're 78%. So maybe. That is still $400,000. That is $400,000 sitting there that we can't get until we finish. That it still sucks. Not gonna lie. But I will say this, and I reiterate this all the time. Reiterate. Rented lips tonight. Reiterate. If you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like, as it does help. And of course, if you want to share it, I won't feel upset if you share. Actually, encourage it. That's how we grow as a channel. But today was a good day. We We finished up, we got paid for the work we did after we finished, and we found out we got more work with them, which is fantastic. And we got one little project done besides the point, so we got an extra bonus. And we've start trying to move them. After all this time, now the live stream goes down a little. Stream? Strange. Stream strange. Streaming strange. Remember that part where I said I got rented lips? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm saying anymore. Hi, I'm here. I'm all here, but I'm not all there. That was George Carlin. We're all here, but we're not all there. Well, in that same statement, it was like, you just gotta sit down and fuck with people. That's what you gotta do. When you're old, you need to screw with them. And I believe that. Who are all you people and where's my horse? This is a decent combine. I must admit, I'm actually kind of, it's growing on me. I wouldn't mind actually having another one. But then again, I've got other priorities, like, no, I don't know, 200, well, no, 300? Is it 300? Yeah, 300,000 in debt, so, yeah, okay, there's a slight bit other priorities than buying another combine. Like, I don't know, paying the debt off. And it says, oh, it's a different day. So 400,000, even though we spent like almost 900,000 on new tools and stuff like that. So you can tell that we did actually make some money, but it's not as much to offset. And so far we're $14,000 less. It's October 1st. Does that mean there's new contracts? Yes, there's Field 5 with corn. There's Field 5 with corn. So no more potatoes. Does that mean Field 1 has been taken off and cleared? Yes, it is. We're still doing this one. We're still doing this one. Oh, there's 14, 5, and 17, 18. There's 80. There's 84. There's 36. There's 41. There's 44, 28, 25, and 29 that we're still working on. There's a lot of fields to be taken off in October, which is kind of good. That means we have work. But unfortunately, since the potatoes are run amok, we are hooped. For a better word, we are screwed. So I'm hoping I can at least get one of them off. One of them successfully hauled in, I don't know, potentially. I'm thinking I'm going to stay live until we do get that one off, just to sort of find out how badly screwed we are. Like, I can't afford the cancellation hit on either one, actually. That's why I say if I can just hold on to them for a year, maybe I can plant potatoes and, I don't know, do something about it. So, how much does he have left? Oh, not that bad. I'll be off another 10-15 minutes. Although he could get to the end of the field here, we could haul it in and just see. Because what are we sitting at currently? We are sitting at 82%. Which I mean that is close. Or should we just take the hit? Oh, I don't know anymore. I feel like we could potentially see how close we get if I get to the end of the field, cancel my helper, and see. I can be the judge of how screwed I am at that point. like even just to complete one or the other. I would prefer the 347, obviously, to be able to pay my debt off. That would be perfect. I question it. Hey, though, corn field 5. I don't think field 5's that big. Yes, it is. Let me rephrase that. Let me change my answer. Because we got 366,000 liters in here. That's not bad. There's a lot of sunflower and a lot of corn. So we might be buying a corn header. And unfortunately, I have to get a different friggin' trailer. Of course, why would I think otherwise? Duh. That is a field of weeds. Alright, curiosity's got the best of me. How screwed is screwed? I want to say screwed with a touch of extra screwed on the side, but let's just find out how much. Then again, I haven't actually hauled this much potatoes to pub with beer before. Maybe it's pub with beer that is confusing the game. Maybe it's the mod itself. Don't know. I don't know. And I won't really know. I guess I could look at the log, but I don't like touching with the log because I've screwed up an entire map before doing it. Alright, screw this ditch. That's a heck of a ditch. Alright, spin and dump. Okay, which one is it going into? 84% completed. I don't know which one it's going into. 69%, and we only have that sliver left. Mind you, it was 29% the last time. Like, I mean, it is technically possible, but I think we're short. I think we're short on both of them. I think pub with beer is screwing us out of potatoes. And I don't know exactly how much cancellation is on it. And I don't think it tells you. But literally a field full of weeds. That's what it is. Field full of weeds. Mine's probably the same way, to be honest. I probably shouldn't talk. It's probably exactly the same. I don't know if we're going to get the rest of it out of here. There's only a sliver left. Was it safe for the actual 92%? I mean, maybe. I don't want to hit the cancel button by accident. I don't want to do it. My hand gets shaky thinking about it. But this is 92%. Like, I mean, maybe. Maybe. We won't get both of them. Maybe might be able to finish one. I don't want to almost think about it. Let's, before the night is over, let's potentially finish. Oh, okay, I can't leave that. I cannot do that to myself. Let's at least finish the outside round of this field. No, That way we can say that we actually accomplished something without freaking out about outcomes. Now, I shouldn't sell any more sorghum than I absolutely have to because I'm going to need it for chicken feed. I think I still have 20-something liters? 22,000. Do have some oats. Well, that's okay. I was going. Pub with beer doesn't take sorghum. What? Yeah, nope. Nope, it doesn't. No worries there. And we'll do the same. Well, actually, we'll do the loop here, and then I'll come back and do the loop, and then I can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And yell and scream because the trailer doesn't unload properly. You know, that whole routine. You know, yell and scream. Ah. Yeah, there we go. That was my yell and scream. Oh. Did you hear it? Yeah, that's me yelling and screaming. Now, could you imagine what I actually be like? I'm not one of those loud dudes. Not really. I am way too mellow for that. That takes effort. Although I am amazed, I'm getting a lot of freaking grain off this field. That's a good thing. I think I am 20% now on this guy. I think this guy. Oh, pretty close. FYI, how's my chickens doing? We have 55 pieces again. After all, we did make $2,000 off 500 eggs. Somehow. I still haven't quite figured that one out, but I'll do this pass fail. That was impressive. It's the only field that's actually paying anything. Or production, I should say. I shouldn't say that. I actually made about 300,000 total, roughly, off that field of sorghum. Yeah, but mind you, that was a big contract too. I think it was 150,000 just in the field, and I made about 100,000 in grain. So that was good. That one actually worked. Potatoes, however, is a massive fail. Massive fail. And I kicked myself because I combined or harvested the potatoes in grain. I think I did it to myself. I just can't quite figure out how I can auto-resolve it. We are just about done our outside rounds. The heck did I do wrong with this picture? Alright, now I think we're done 20%. Oh, still not saying 20. Even though this is getting more and more purple. Purple's good. Purple means it's harvested. I am going to be full real quick here. And if, yes, you're new and just watching, like I said before, hit that like, hit the subscribe, so you can see more content. Normally, we stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but this week got all screwed up. I fell asleep the last night, almost on stream, and, well, tomorrow I've got to meet with clients, so that is important. I am not going to turn that one down. So I'm going to make up for it to end the stream on Saturday. Just like since I botched it last night, I am streaming tonight. I am pointing in the wrong direction. Oh, actually no. I'm pointing in the right direction, just on the wrong side. There's my combine. So now I have to drive all the way around the field. And the really depressing thing is, this is almost one swipe for my big combine. Not on this map, unfortunately. Well, actually, no, not true. It is this map. Different game save. Just to make that clear. Those things are monsters, but mind you, I've dumped a lot more time and effort into it. Offload your good wealth into me. You swine, you filled me up. How fair is that? Oh, did I catch it? I did. Professionalism. Professionalism. So we set out a goal tonight to do our outside rounds, which, as you can tell, is just about done. 2 outside rounds is what I was hoping for. I did a little bit better on one end than the other. So I'm happy. Happy. Very joyously happy. I'm joyful, as you would say. It's looking like it's gonna snow, is what it's looking like. So yeah, we're just finishing off potatoes, if you're just tuning in. And we're going to see if we're doubly screwed or just simply screwed. I'm thinking, I unfortunately think the truth, but I don't want to agree to it. How am I 15%? All I did was do 100 feet. I guess the grain is really that good. Actually, you know what? I'll go up and down on this section. That's what I'll do. That's what I'm going to do. The end over there is fine. Do it like this. Then we'll get this first section off first. First section first? First. I think he is just about done over here. Yeah, he is done. Oh, well, that proves it. Hello, message. Field 29 is officially 20%. We did actually pretty decent today. We actually did quite well. So I'm quite happy. Very, very, very happy. There, we're not technically doing outside rounds now. We are actually going back and forth down the field to combine the field off. So, in reality, what are we looking at here? Contract 82 is 94. They're basically both at about the same spot, and I think we're pretty well hooped. But we've got 80,000 liters in here again. Shall we see how screwed we are? Yes. And then we're going to end it, since we did say that as soon as this guy's done this field, we were going to end it. going to end all the things and pray that we finish one or the other. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. It would have been nice if it used all of it to pay for the pub with beer on the first one, but it didn't. I know it didn't. I can feel it. Which means we're gonna have to plant potatoes to get those two done. That's just groovy. So I don't think there's any more potatoes out there. Unless somebody seeded more. But I kind of doubt that too. Nope. We're out of potatoes and 78%. That, so both of them can't be finished. I don't know if it's the pub with beer or it's this. I really don't. I might try to figure it out off camera, but that'll be at a later date. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed as usual. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Like I said before, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the likes and shares and all that good stuff, and we will see you on the next